this video, we're going to be learning a few tips on how to make any boring video amazing, regardless of your skill level. The editing software that you'll see in this video is Premiere Pro because that's my preferred video editing program. However, all of these tips can be applied in any video editing program. We have all our clips on the timeline and now we're wondering, where do we start? What is the first thing that we need to do to get started? Well, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go through your footage and cut out anything that's uninteresting, that looks bad, or that sounds bad. You do not need every clip to be in your video, and you also do not need the entire clip to be in your video. Usually you can cut the beginning and the end of every clip because that's when you pick up the camera, where you're framing your shot, and when you're pressing, record again to stop recording. It's just, you do not need that, so cut that out. For interviews at school projects, for example, a great practical tip is to cut out all of the quiet bits, which will save you a lot of time. And the way to do this is to look at your waveform, and whenever it flatlines or you see that there's not really much activity, cut those bits out. If you're editing a vacation video or a vlog or an event or a party, you want to share the best moments, the moments that make you feel something, the moments that make you laugh, that make you emotional, whatever it is, those are the moments that you're looking for. Regardless of the type of video that you're making, really pay attention to what you feel when you watch your edit. Except if you're feeling frustrated because this is the first time that you're editing a video, in that case, disregard that feeling and keep going. When you're watching back your edit and you get distracted, ask yourself why, because that's usually a good indicator that something needs to change in that edit. Maybe you need to cut out that clip entirely, or you need to make it shorter, or you just need to move around a few pieces in the edit to make it more exciting. We've cut our clips together, we're paying attention to what we're feeling because Lila said so, but we're not really feeling the thing just yet. That is because we're not using music yet. Music is such a powerful tool to really help your viewer feel something if it's done right. Now, you can get music from almost anywhere nowadays, but what I would really recommend is to always use copyright free music, copyright free music, or get a license. Definitely do not use copyrighted music without permission, even if it's just a video for your friends. If you put it online, make sure that you have permission to use it. Here's the thing though, when you're using music in your videos, you do not just want to pick any song that sounds cool. You really want to make sure that the song fits the mood of your video and fits what you're trying to make the viewer feel. If you want to take a deeper dive into this subject, I actually made a few videos, which I will link in the description and in the card right here. When it comes to editing the music, if you're editing a vacation video or a birthday video, for example, and you want a more snappier video, you can edit on the beat. Just look at the waveform where you see those bumps, those are the beats, and you want to make sure that the cuts align with those beats. If you're editing a corporate video or an interview, you want to make sure that you use subtle music, something that is not too obvious. It's just kind of there in the background, but it does really fill that emptiness that you would otherwise feel when you're watching an interview. But you do not want anything with epic moments or really fast-paced songs. Bonus tip, if you're using Premiere Pro and you want to play a song throughout the entire video, for example, you want to use the remix tool, because with that tool, you can make a song as long or as short as you want, and the AI will take care of it, so there's no editing needed. When you have your music in place and you're progressing your edit, it is really important to keep in mind that you want to show and not tell. And this really goes for any type of video. So let's say again that we are working on a corporate video or an interview. In that case, what you want to do is you want to show what they're talking about. Let's say that they're talking about investing. Instead of just showing their face, you can actually use a few clips to show what they're talking about to make it a lot more interesting. If you're wondering where you can get those supporting clips for your videos, which is also known as B-roll, it's called stock footage, and I got these clips from Envato Markets. Now, if you're editing a video for a birthday party and there was some sort of a speech or a toast of some sort, then what you can do is you can let the audio play and then show a few clips of the birthday person to make it a little bit more interesting. Now, I specifically made a whole video dedicated to the show do not tell technique, so I really recommend you to check that out after this video. Regardless of the type of video you're making, you really want to pull your video together by having a consistent theme or branding. Now, this can be as simple as making sure that the colors throughout your video match by using LUTs, for example. Link in the description, but also something like titles and lower thirds. Having a consistent look throughout your video will make your video look more polished and professional. But how the heck do you make those lower thirds? You don't need to. Everything that you've seen in this video so far has been done in minutes. Just minutes. You don't even have to know how to make animations, how to use After Effects, keyframing, all that stuff. It's so easy. Let me tell you how I did it. Almost everything that you've seen in this video so far is from Envato Market. It is a great website with over 3.5 million video templates. They have hundreds of thousands of graphics. They have audio files, anything you need, they'll offer. You can get templates for Premiere Pro or After Effects, but also for Final Cut Pro and DaVinci Resolve. You can get lower thirds, transition packs, intros, or even an ultimate YouTube pack if you're aspiring to be a YouTuber. Depending on the type of video that you're editing and the pacing that goes with that type of video, you can really spice up your video by using some sound effects and some transitions. In almost any editing software, you can find some basic transitions like a dip to black transition or a cross dissolve transition, but you can also really spice it up by getting a pack from, again, Envato Market, for example. There's a link in the description if you want to check out their offering. Thank you, Envato, for sponsoring this part of the video. Sometimes when you look at an edit for too long, it is really hard to see certain decisions that you made that may actually not be the best for your edit. So if you do have the time, I really recommend you to step away from the edit for a day or at least a day, and then come back and look at it with fresh eyes. During this little break from editing, there's still something you can do to make your edit a lot better, and that is by watching this video right here where we dive into the concept of show, don't tell. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.